Hello Taurus, welcome to Tarot Predictions guys. I am Rad and this will be your love and relationship horoscope for April 2017. With that being said, this will be a 7-card spread, so let's jump directly to it and see what awaits you into your romantic life in April. So the first card is the Six of Pentacles, and this expresses the remnants from the past, or in other words said, from what past event April will feed off energy from. And that is from the Six of Pentacles. For what it seems is that if you are in relationship, if you do have partner, this card shows that in the past you had growth in your relationship, and growth is what you're going to apply during April 2017. This remnant, guys, it feeds the April's energy. This being said, it does speak for harmony in between you two that is going to take place. This growth, however, for what it seems with the Six of Pentacles, is something that you need to stabilize and sustain. This card also says that you shouldn't forget your place into your relationship, and the hierarchy needs to come to bear in your relationship. This being said, if your partner contributes more than you, then you have to cherish their feelings, emotions, and wishes. And if you are contributing more than they are, then they have to kneel before you. If you are single, that card speaks that you had a certain empathizement in the past. Maybe you have broke connection with that person, but right now a reconciliation is gonna come. I mean that he or she or you are going to get back in touch with these people or with that particular person, so you can see if a particular commitment it is possible. Now the next card, guys, it is how the April will go, and or what will be the events in April, or what will be your aim goals in April, and that is the Two of Wands. So the April, in April, it is rather, this card suggests that it will be with a very high unstable energy, because it kind of, you are going to be very dominion, okay, dominant, excuse me. What I mean is that if you are in relationship, then it does seem that you want things to happen now, and you want things to happen flawlessly. Thus being said, it is kind of speaks for a selfish behavior from your behalf, and not cherishing what your partner really feels for the relationship itself, not cherishing what your partner really wants from the relationship, or how your partner wants the relationship to move forward. Very dangerous state, people. Just because you had the growth before, maybe you have believed way too much in yourself and way too much in what compromise your partner can make, and thus you may abuse that state of power that you are finding yourself at. Same goes into your if you are single, people. Just because this person comes in touch with you, it doesn't mean that they are just ready yet. So hold down your horses. That will be something very imperative for the April. You need to approach all the situations in your relationship and toward the person you can make a commitment with very calmly and systematically. Don't push the things very tenaciously and aggressively, and that will give you the best results possible. Now the next card, it is what outlook you should have, or either, or rather what aims you should set in front of yourself, and this is justice. Okay, for relationship, justice isn't really about emotions and feelings, people. Justice is about being honest and being fair. Also, it's about being understood. So basically, you need to lay down in front of either your partner or the person you want a commitment with, um, all of your wishes, all of your desires, all of your ways of approaches. I mean, all of your plans, so you can create a common plan in between one another, so you can kind of make a harmony in the rules of the game called relationship. So those boundaries that you create with them, it's kind of, you know, it is exactly kind of like a rules. So if you are into a current relationship, that could be that you have, for example, Wednesday and Friday night to spend together only, with no friends, no going out and these kind of stuff. These kind of arrangements, it's about setting up an arrangement accurately for both, so they can be fair and honest for both, as well as speaking and sharing the truth with your partner or with the person you want a commitment with. That will give you a, let's say, a great benefit, people. Then the next card, it is the best possible approach. And okay, so we do have the Chariot, people. The Chariot, it is, as a number of 7, I can say that is about the spiritual evaluation, but this is just as far as it goes. I mean, the Chariot is about starting already a new relationship. So this card suggests that for those single, they will have that opportunity to start a new commitment, a new relationship. And this card, because we had the Six of Pentacles in the past, it does speaks for the this person that is coming back from your past. He really has this attitude for a long-term relationship. Thus you can start that long-term relationship. But because the Chariot comes in a position in the spread for the best possible approach, you may miss your chance. So be aware of the chances that the universe gives you to start that relationship with the person you want a commitment, okay? And in existing relationship, guys, the Chariot speaks for a fresh wind of emotions and fresh wind of surprises and excitement. For what I can say, it's about boosting one emotions into the relationship. It's about, regardless of how tough it is in between you two, for what it seems with the Two of Wands, that one will be dominant over the other. Regardless of that, still there is a chance, people, if you are determined, if you have that iron will, you can express and actually invite new warm feelings into the relationship. And this should be your approaches. This should be everything that you need to work for and work toward. Now the next card speaks for how the people are going to see you from a side, okay? And that is the Nine of Wands, people. So with the Nine of Wands, I want to say now, as I'm seeing the Nine of Wands, I want to come back a little bit to the Chariot. In existing relationship, this card also speaks that a fatigue of pointless efforts are going to be wiped away, which means that right now you will see that it does worth it, okay? Even the relationship is in a bad spot, repairing, fixing all the problems does worth it. Thus, that will boost your esteem and it will determine you to push forward for the sake of the relationship and make it happen, guys. And this is how the people are going to see you with the Nine of Wands, as someone very determined to sit on their place and to cultivate everything that they have, which we're speaking right now, relationship. With the Nine of Wands, we are we are seeing that drive, and that it is difficult to express it, but that drive to not be alone, guys, this need, this urge to spend our life with someone else. Thus, for those singles, even if they miss their chance of opportunity to make that deep commitment, they will start searching for someone else. They ain't gonna lose time to mourn because it didn't happen right now. People are going to see them as someone who is constantly searching someone else, okay? And this is about like a magnet toward a people that kind of fits into your understanding of how one partner should look like, and how one partner should contribute into one relationship, and what should be the properties of one partner that matches perfectly with you. And in existing relationship, this card speaks that the people again is going to see you restlessly trying to solve and fix all the difficulties in the relationship, which is actually something that you can very well can do during April, if you are determined and if you are capable to arm yourself with your iron will, let's say that way. So the next card is the Challenges, and that is very dangerous for what I can see, especially for those in relationship, because we do have a person a seducer here with the Knight of Cups. That is most likely a water sign, guys, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, or it has these ascendants. Very romantic person, seducer. He doesn't care if you're a relationship, he doesn't care if you do have a partner. He just wants you because you fit in his dreams, and thus he's going to do everything possible to have you. So it kind of speaks for third party, guys, and someone who is constantly flourishing you, someone who is constantly, let's say, gifting you buckets of flowers, someone who is constantly flattering you, and thus he may win your heart. Just be mindful of that. And for those which are single, that card rather speaks for fantasies, and it speaks for unrealistic acceptance of the relationship as challenges you need to overcome. So don't believe in fairy tales, for what I can say with this card, people. Even if that person you want commitment with, it is very near, it is very close, he's promising you great things and great stuff. You just don't throw yourself fully into it for what it seems. Maybe he does not mean it, but things are not as he is presenting them to be, or at least he can't do what he really initially wants to do in its full extent. He will be able to, but not right now in April, guys. So don't believe way too much in those big talks. And at the end, we do have the Prince of Wands, which will be the summarizing of April. So with the Knight of Wands, or with the Prince of Wands, guys, this is unlikely to be a person, okay? And in existing relationship, that card speaks for a very inconsistent behavior. One day your partner will be awesome, it's going to be with that lifted mood, with that lifted positive attitude. A lot of passion will spark in between you and them, and at the end and the next day, his mood or her mood is going to be quite upside down. They are going to be without any enthusiasm to do whatever. And this is where the danger lies, because the other person here, it's going to devote towards you, and thus an affair may start, okay? And for those single, the card suggests for unfortunately that you may discover that the person you want a commitment with, and that you do have that real opportunity of commitment, you are not his only option or her only option available. Thus, it does not speak that they are not going to make that commitment, though. It is just that they want a reassurance, okay, that they are not going to be left alone. Or it may speak that they are not your only option available, guys. That you may have someone else on your plate that you are just keeping as a reserve in case that they deny you, people. Okay, so that was the Horoscope for you, Taurus, love and relationship. If you do want a private reading with me, people, you can find me at www.tarotpredictions.net, which is also written here in the description of this video. And with that being said, I hope you have a fantastic April, guys. See you next time. Bye.